So the next step will be programming the triggers on the request to exit. So I'm going to open up the request to exit, hit my little gear down here. So we're going to program triggers that tell the software what to do, or tells the hardware what to do when the request to exit gets a contact active. I'm going to program this just like the template is programmed. So I'm going to tell the software to energize the relay and turn the LED green, as well as disable my door contact so we don't get a door forced, and disable the door contact so the bell doesn't ring. So I'm going to hit the plus here, and I'm going to program the contact active on the request to exit. These are going to be contact transactions. Which contact transactions? Contact active. Be careful here. This is not, if I scroll down, request to exit activated. The request to exit activated is for one of those all-inclusive locks. But if I did say request to exit activated and contact secure, it wouldn't be a problem. This is just going to be when the request to exit reports a contact active. I can say during a time zone of always. Again, maybe I only want the request to exit to do stuff during the day. At night, I don't want it to do anything. So you can choose different time zones. So when I get a contact active on my request to exit, what do we want to happen? I'm going to hit the plus. Now, the first thing that I want the hardware to do when I get a contact active on the REX is I don't want the request, when I open the door, I get a contact active on the REX, I'm going to open the door to walk through the door. I don't want the door contact to report that it's open. So on the door contact, on the contact point, the server room door contact, command contact reporting disabled. I don't need to know that the door is open. I don't want the door contact reporting a door forced open when somebody hits the request to exit. So, contact reporting disabled. For how long? Now in a real life installation, maybe you do 30 seconds, 45 seconds. So I'll program it that way. The trigger, the template, is programmed to do this for 30 seconds. I'm going to copy that and paste it here. You could have typed it in also. Now I'm just going to hit save and new to go into the next trigger that I want to program. Just notice when I hit save and new, nothing will pop up here in this window until we finally close it out. So the next thing, the hardware does see that the door is open, and we just programmed a trigger that says when the door contact reports a door forced or held open, we told the hardware to turn on the bell. I don't want that to happen when we have a request to exit. So on the server room door contact, I'm also going to disable the contact trigger so we don't get a door forced open. And I'll also do that for 30 seconds. I'm going to copy that and paste it here. Save and new. Now the way the template's programmed, I also want when we get a contact active on the request to exit, I want to energize the relay to unlock the door. So on the relays, server room go relay, I want to energize that relay to unlock the door. Energize the relay, and I'll energize it for 3 seconds. All customizable. And the last thing I want to do, the way that our template's programmed, is I want to turn the LED green on the other side of the door. If you don't want to do that, you can remove this trigger from the reader, or you can not program this in your custom template. But remember, if you program a custom template, you will not have pass-through on a door. So the next step will be on the device, the action effects. On the reader, I want to turn the LED green. So I'm seeing all my reader commands right now. For how long? For 3 seconds. Copy and paste. Now I'm going to hit save and close, and these are the triggers that I'm going to program.